Yo, what's up, my loyal YouTube subscribers? This is Jay, the Royal Purple Alchemist, coming back to you again. It's been a long time since I've spoken to you guys, since I did a video. Um, a lot of things have transpired since the last time I spoke to you guys, and this is while I'm here today to kind of let you know what's been going on and what I've learned through the experiences that I've had since I last spoken to you guys. So I decided to move from my hometown. I was there for a year after moving from another place. I've been there for a year, and I was just at this wall to where I knew it was time for me to challenge myself because I was working doing DoorDash, making $150 a day, profiting 100 after gas and food. Car wasn't running so well. Every day I was just, running off faith that it would continue to um remain running until I found that next thing. Like, should I get it fixed or should I get a new car? I was just stuck in between those two decisions, amongst many other decisions. You know, I wasn't living in the most comfortable predicament at my grandfather's house because I didn't plan on staying as long as I did. So I just slept on this little couch or whatever. Mm. And yeah, I worked from sun up to sundown, 12 hours, just working my tail off, man. And I realized that the things I wanted in life had became bigger than the environment I was in. You know, I was surrounded by many people who had the same visions and desires I had at that moment. So I just knew that it was time for me to relocate, move into an environment to where I was surrounded by people who had the visions and desires I had, who was as joyful to see me accomplish my goals as I was um, joyful to accomplish them. So what I did, I moved to another state. I moved to a place where there was like-minded individuals. And there have been some challenges. There have been challenges. But so far, I don't regret my decision. And I would tell you guys, just consider also moving to a place where people are into the things that you're into. People are supportive of your goals and desires and visions and want to work with you to obtain those goals and desires and visions. Um, Putting yourself in an environment to where everything that you enjoy is right around you. I'm a nature person, so the place I moved to has a lot of trails, nature trails, parks, you know, uh, just a lot of outdoor things to do. Um, Even got a bike, you know, something I've been wanting to do as a kid. Just getting back to my kid self, pretty much. Like, you cannot leave your your kid self behind. You always have to, you know, enjoy life, man, with no words, without thinking. Just be a big kid. Get out and play and do stuff you used to do as a kid. Do stuff you used to enjoy. Me, which was me, I enjoy basketball, riding bikes, playing video games, just being out in nature. So I'm in a place where I can do all that, and I'm so happy. First day I got down here, I went to the park, and I've been going every chance I get. Um, I began doing meditations, and just stuff I like to do. Writing. I'm writing most of the times. Going to my favorite crystal shops, buying crystals, buying sage. Mm, just enjoying life, man. Doing the stuff I like to do. I've always been into, well, I can't say I've always been into to stuff like that, crystals and sage, but it's something that I've been introduced to, and it just brings me so much joy to be able to experiment with these things. And I grew up in a Baptist church, so things like that people frowned upon. People looked at as, bad things. But these things I do not worship. I can do without them. It's just they're tools, just like everything in life. They're tools to bring to you a certain awareness of something that lies inside of you, of an energy that lies inside of you. Everybody has tools that bring certain awareness to them. Even if it's a picture sitting on your dresser or in your picture book, that when you look at this picture, it brings a certain consciousness, a certain awareness, a certain energy, a certain feeling to you. And with this feeling, you're able to, you know, carry on in life and, just be happy. But anyway, so when I first got down here, my car kind of messed up on me, which I was, like I say, I had been holding on to faith that it would mess up on me while I was back home. Finally messed up on me. So that kind of like scrambled my plans, because my plan was to, make money doing DoorDash when I got here, and use the money to find a place to stay, and along with getting another job. So my car went down before I even got another job. That really put me in a hard place. I couldn't get nowhere to stay, so I slept in my car. I showered at the park in the bathroom. I did whatever I had to do and remained joyful. I didn't have pity on myself. Some days were rough. Well, I wanted to have pity on myself, but I just kept going. And yeah, it really made me sit down and to clear my mind with all these things going on. I just had to be still. I couldn't move around like I wanted to. I couldn't spend money like I wanted to. I didn't know what was coming up, what life was gonna throw at me next. So I only spend money on what I needed. After my car messed up, my battery in the car died. So like the cell phone or whatever, I had to not be on it as much, which helped me out because I would have to walk a great little distance to this nearby store to charge it. And I didn't want to keep walking to the store miles down the road just to charge my phone. I was like, you know what, I'll just use it for when I need it and try to charge as less as possible. So I didn't use it as much. So the time I wasn't on my phone, I got out in nature. I took walks. I went to the park. It just, I did other things, man. I started meditating. Started back writing. Started going to the library. And just start conserving more of my energy and being more intentional where I put my energy and understanding like what's important and what's not important. That's what, not having my phone did for me. See, everything that goes on in life is has two sides. It has a bad side and a good side, and it will affect you however you look at it. And I tend to look at stuff as always, in my favor, no matter what happened, that it's happening for my good. And that's something I've always did, but I haven't did as well as I'm doing now. And this is what all these challenges since I moved to this new area has taught me, is to be more cautious about how I think. Because once you get to thinking a certain thing long enough, you will develop an emotion. And that thing will manifest in your reality. I'm going to say that again. Whatever you think long enough, you think upon long enough, you will develop a feeling, an emotion that will bring that thought into your reality. You study all the religious texts, you study the Bible, you study the spiritual aspect, not the literal aspect. But all these things are telling you about belief. That whatever you believe to be real will manifest in your reality. Think about when Jesus was walking with his disciples, what he was trying to tell them. He was getting them to change their thoughts, to believe that you can bring things to life, that you can awaken the dead, that you can multiply, fish and loaves of bread. See, we're caught up in, but how is that possible? That's what we're caught up in. And because it's not happening the way we thought it'd happen, it's not possible. That's what you think. But lately, since I've been understanding and applying this application, this principle, I've been witnessing so many miracles, so many crazy things happen. Like, this world truly serves what you have faith in the most. See, for instance, going back to the fish and the 3 loaves of bread. So you may get to a party, let's just say it has some fried fish, 3 loaves of bread, and you got 1,000 guests. Instead of getting weary, you just have faith that somehow this party is gonna get fed. I don't know how, but somehow it's gonna get fed. And if you have faith hard enough that all those people are gonna get fed by that little food, something will happen. Somebody may come through the door, hey, look, I bought such and such, or you may get a call, look, hey, we got some food for you, in case y'all needed something for the party, some extra food. Or a bunch of the guests may be like, hey, we gotta leave, so you got just enough for those that's present. And then another thing, this is how we get messed up. That party may go on, and those people may not. There may be people who don't get to get fed. And then you was like, well, I believe that everybody's gonna get fed because I believe and they didn't get fed. That means it's not true that faith works. But faith don't work like that. You gotta continue believing. Even if it didn't happen that night, continue believing, and the next thing you know, you will be put in predicaments to where your belief come true. I remember one day after practicing, believing in what I want, I got off work, was heading home. It's like just thinking about this drink that I was just introduced to, that I love. I'm thinking, man, I can't wait till I get home, go to that store, get that coconut drink. Shit so good, right? I'm kicking cans as I'm walking down the road, and I kicked this one can. Right as I'm thinking about this, I kicked this one can. It was kind of hard. So I'm like, that can has some drink in it. What the heck? None didn't spill out. Let me look at that can. I ain't never seen no full can just beside the road. So I reached down to pick up the can. What is it? My favorite coconut drink. Right there. Right as I got done thinking about it, it's right there at my feet. And it was clean or whatever. I picked it up and put it in a cup of ice and drank it. And it was good. I knew that I attracted it. So I wasn't about to turn down my blessing. And there's many other incidents that's happened like that since I've been in a different place, man. You got to get in an environment that supports you, that uplifts your spirit. You will be challenged. Challenges only come into your life to question your faith. Do you still have faith that this will work out even though it's looking chaotic right now? Or are you just going to give in to the chaos? Whichever one you decide will become true. Oh, my life is so chaotic, ain't nothing going to work. Well, okay. Just what? Watch how things work out for you. They won't. They won't work well. Because that's what you have faith in. But me, I've been holding on to the faith. I got another car. I got somewhere to stay. And I've never been in those predicaments ever in my life to where I didn't have, where I went without a car that long. To where I was humiliated. I felt humiliated having to bathe at the park. Now I have somewhere to charge my phone. Now I have plenty of food. Now I have a job that makes twice as much I was making back at home. Because I kept the faith through my trials. And I know this is what God wanted me to experience. To understand that faith is the most important thing ever. And a lot of experiences that I went through and kept going through that I got caught up in a cycle with is because I didn't have faith. I saw the things as they were and not as what I wanted them to be. There's a scripture in the Bible that tells you, do not see things as they are, but call things as they shall be, as you want them to be. This whole life and experience, man, is about faith, bro. I'll tell anybody that now. Now I see what I see. Just gotta continue to hold on to the faith no matter how things look. And stop giving attention to the things that you don't want in life. Even if that's media, what you agree on, what you hear people say and agree on. If it ain't something you like, for instance, everybody's talking about, oh, it's economy is in an uproar now. It's, money is scarce. Apartment rates going up. I can't find a house. All that crap, man. Look, whatever meant for you is for you. Trust me. Just as there's a scarcity of money, there's abundance as well. Just as there are apartments going up, there's still um, reasonable housing. we've been fooled, man. Stop believing in the things you don't want. Stop believing in the things that don't serve you. And understand that your belief is what creates your reality. I'll say it time and time again. I'm a witness, man. You know, another thing I learned during my time, during my experience lately is that, a lot of moves I was making, not only for myself, but for other people, to make other people happy, to try to support other people. But as I was doing these things secretly, I was realizing that these people were really concerned with, or really weren't trying to support, what I had going on. And it wasn't for me to be upset with those people. It just showed me that you don't do nothing for people. You do everything for yourself. Not meaning be selfish, but never having your mind, I'm doing this solely for this person, or I'm doing this for this person, period. Because what would happen when you have in your mind that you're doing something for someone else, and that person does something that just foul or that you just don't agree with, you may want to abort that mission. You may want to just throw everything out the window, but some of that you throwing out the window was meant for you, was beneficial for you. But because you had hope in other people, you had expectations, now your faith has simmered, has died down. Your flame is not as high as it was. And I'm rocking a lot of red now because God had to show me that you have to always keep your fire lit at all times. You have to always challenge yourself. Always have that vigor. If you know you're a leader, put yourself in a leadership position wherever you go. I was letting a lot of people put out my fire. I was putting out my own fire. I wasn't challenging myself. Now I wake up, I don't care how cold it is. I go outside and I jog. And what happens after jogging for so long, the cold don't bother me. Because the fire on the inside has warmed me up. The fire on the inside has motivated me to get out in the cold, to start my day joyfully, and to know that as long as I keep this fire burning on the inside, nothing can stop me. You know what fire is, right? Fire is the element that makes things pure. It burns away the impurities. That's something I've been learning too. As I was just saying, like, don't get upset at other people. Don't have expectations of other people, because you always have to keep a positive mindset. Because when you're getting upset and having all these ill emotions, your energy lowers, your thoughts, you begin to think negative thoughts, and like I told you, your thoughts create your reality. So now you experience this, you mad at this person, and now these crazy things going on in your life, and you wondering where it's coming from. It's because you allowed yourself to become upset. You allowed your energy to be lower. You allow your fire to burn down. You have to trust that whatever anybody doing, they're doing the best for them. You have to always trust and believe that whatever they want you to know, they'll tell you or they'll show you. honestly, you just have to go off what people show you. I can tell you whatever all day, but if I can't show it to you, you know, faith without works is dead. You know, a tree that bears no fruit, you know, that tree might as well be dead. Because we all are here to bring forth fruit, not to just talk. That's something I've done for years. I've always been in my head. I will talk good things, but I wouldn't put in the groundwork. But in order to build a strong foundation, you have to put in the groundwork. You have to get that fire burning and go blaze some new trails. But first of all, get your mindset in order. That's the primary, most important thing, your mindset. Always thinking that you can accomplish whatever you want to accomplish, and you will. Those two things, you can and you will. And being consistent, man. You have to be consistent. It's something I never done in life. For real, not much. I would stay on this thing for a while, get excited, and jump to something else. Stay on this. No, you have to follow it all the way through to it manifest. It may get gruesome. It may get tiring. It may get challenging. You're like, dang, I wake up every day. I've been waking up every day for 30 days to do this, and I still no results. But trust me, behind the scenes, there's a path being made for you. Whatever it is that you desire and you can stand focused on is being built. Has been built. You just have to put in a certain amount of faith to be able to see whatever it is that you know you desire. But yeah, man, just keep the faith, bro. Whatever you want to do, you can do it. Just work on it consistently every day. A lot of people are like, man, I don't have time. So you tell me you ain't got 60 seconds. You ain't got 60 seconds to work on whatever it is that you want to manifest. That's all it takes, man. When you feel like you don't have time, just put in 60 seconds, put in a minute, put in 2. And what that's going to do is going to create more time. The more time you put in, the more time going to be created. Momentum. Understand that. That's why it's so important to be consistent, because consistency builds momentum. It's like a snowball rolling down the hill. As it's rolling down the hill, it's gonna create more momentum, and it's gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger. Next thing you know, it's gonna begin rolling by itself, and it's gonna become huge, and boom, there you go. That's your manifestation. But yeah, I'm back. I just had to get some things out the way, you know, so I can bring y'all some more inspiration. And yeah, I'm gonna bring more things to the channel. I'm back. I have a lot in store for y'all, man. I've learned a lot. I've been humbled way more. Like, it's nothing that I'm not grateful for. I don't care what happens. I'm grateful for it all. Because I know one thing, if it's not a blessing at that moment, it's a lesson to get to the blessing. And you got to always continue to move forward and stay grounded. Stay grounded and believing that whatever you have faith in will come into fruition. That's all, y'all. Hope y'all have a great day. And you just stay consistent and stay faithful, and knowing that whatever it is that you desire will manifest. Peace.